Howdy y'all, Fast Forward 289. So tonight we're going to be installing this courtesy light that I got for my 68 Fairlane. My car, the headliner has been replaced in the past by sometime, or by a previous owner sometime, and they didn't cut the hole out for the dome light, so there's no dome light hanging or sticking down out of the ceiling. So I like that look, how it's just slick, the headliner goes right across it, you can't even tell, and it looks good. I think I'm going to keep it that way. So I got these off of National Parts Depot, I believe, is where I think that's where I got these from. Either CJ Pony Parts or National Parts Depot. I think it was National Parts Depot there. For a 65 to 68 Mustang or on up, because they use these in 65 and 6, standard, whether it was a fastback, hardtop convertible, it didn't matter. And then when you got to 67, you had the dome light in the ceiling for fastbacks and coupes. But then the convertibles obviously still had them on the floor. So that's what I got these for. It's got a pigtail wired on it. It's got a pretty long wire too, as you can see. So I'm going to take this. I found a wire underneath the dash that's going to go ahead and work with this. Plugs right in, so you don't have to tap into anything. And for the power wire for the dome light. And I'm going to show you all that. And then you just need to screw this somewhere underneath the dash where you want it. And then it'll shine down. Because that's all you need is a power and a ground, and it works. Completes the circuit. It's perfect. So I'm going to show you all that. We'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I went ahead and got this wired up. I just stuck it here to show you that this is how it works. To test, I did this to test it to make sure that this wire does work for this in the way that I want it to. You can also test this wire with a multimeter, but I decided this would just be easier. You just plug the light into it, see if it works. It's very easy. And you can I pulled the switch out of the door, but as you can see, I got it wired up, I got it grounded. All I gotta do is plug this in, and you see it comes on. I can get it in there. There we go. And you see it goes off with the switch, comes back on like it's supposed to. We push it in, we reach over here to the headlight switch and turn it to the left. It comes on, it's off. It works like it's supposed to. So we're good to go. We know that that's a good wire. Another way you could do it would also be with a multimeter. You can check it with, you want to go to DC. If you're going to use this method, then you're going to want to use DC volts. I'd go over here to the 20 mark right there. And all you got to do is just ground this out. And you can put a lead in there and see if there's power to it. And make sure it works. That's all you really got to do. Make sure that your switch is plugged in, so then you're reading power there. And you can also check, with the lead, you want to put, one lead. It don't really matter which one you use, but I always like to keep it consistent. Use red for the power and black for ground, just causes a habit out of messing with batteries and whatnot. So you stick this lead up in here, like this, like so. Then you want to ground this somewhere, to the car. You can ground it to that screw or whatever you want to ground it to, and then check your meter and see if you have 12 volts. That's all you got to do. As long as it has 12, then you're good to go. And then, like I said, you can check it. You can press the switch in and out and all that, make sure it goes on and off like it's supposed to, and also check it with the headlight switch to make sure that. But this way is easier. All you got to do is wire it up, ground it, and see if the light comes on. It's a whole lot faster and easier. Okay, simpler. But I'm going to get this installed underneath the dash. The kit does come with a screw. Let's see if I can show you the screw. There it is. This is the screw that they come with in the kit. Pretty good size screw, You may have to drill a hole underneath your dash. I'm going to try to find one that's already there, an existing hole, and use that. If not, I'll drill a hole. But I'm going to get this installed and get the glove box put back in, because I did have to take that out too to get up in here to the wire. Get that installed back in, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, I got everything set up, and it's a done deal with the courtesy lights. And this is what it looks like when it's dark, how it lights up the car. I think it turned out really well. Now I will note that the left side is a little brighter than the right, because I somehow ended up breaking the bulb for that one. I took it out to test it and everything, look at it, and the bulb, the filament came separated from the housing, so I'll have to get another bulb. I put something just random in there for now, and it's not right for it, but it'll get me by for now. I'll have to go get another one at O'Reilly's or something, but that's what it looks like. I think it turned out pretty well. It's very bright. When you get down here, you can see it, but from up here, you can't see it. It lights up the floor, you know. And sorry for the shaky camera, but I think it turned out really well. Excuse the dirty floor, man. I need to clean my car out. It's been working on it so much, I ain't had time to clean it, but there it is. I think it turned out really, really well. Alrighty, y'all. So we got that installed. I showed y'all how it looks now with the lights turned off, and it's very simple install. If y'all want to do this to any car, really, you know, but if you want to do this to your Fairlane, Torino, Mustang, Falcon, Ranchero, whatever, it's the same process. Now, if you want to use your ceiling dome light along with the floor lights, then you got to just splice into it. What I did is on the passenger side where the factory harness is, it has a wire that comes off and it plugs right in. Simple install, don't have to do anything. On the driver's side, I just unplugged the dome light on the ceiling because I'm not using it anyway. So I just unplugged it and then plugged in the light, and it worked perfect. So it's simple. But if you want to use your dome light in the ceiling plus the lights on the floor for extra lighting, then you just have to just splice into that wire. It's not a big deal. They make connectors for that where you don't have to cut your wire, but it'll like cut through the sheathing of the insulation of the wire and just contact the wire itself. So not a big deal, you know, very simple install, quick, easy, to the point. And then you know, you might have to drill a hole. I had to luckily, what I did is did have to drill the holes, but what I did is underneath the dash there's already like dimples from the factory for where holes could have been, and so I just drilled that out to the proper size that I wanted, and it worked out fine. So but just do whatever you gotta do to make it work. It's not hard, you know. And once you're done, it's simple, you know. It operates as it I can't talk, excuse me. It operates as it is supposed to, and it looks good. Comment down below and let me know what y'all think, how you think it turned out, how it looks, and let me know if you've done this to your car or if you're considering doing it to your car, and how it turned out if you've done it, you know. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment down below and ask me any questions you need and tell me what you think. Hit like if you like the video, or hit dislike if you don't like it. And if you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. I appreciate it, and as always, thank you for watching, and y'all have a good night.